The first process that I'm going to talk about, which is really important in any engineering area, is the investigation process. This process is really important because all engineers must know the steps on how to do a good investigation. Here is a process. The first step is the observation and question generation. This is about identifying a topic of study from an observation and then defining a series of relevant questions about it. It's from this question that the research approaches and guidelines appears. The second step is investigation. This consists of gathering information on the topic that is considered relevant in order to start answering these questions associated with it. At this stage, you can take advantage of easily accessible sources such as internet, books, and interviews. The next is hypothesis formulation. The hypothesis is a statement that is used to predict results of future observations. It must be based on reasoning and also on the data and information collected in the previous investigation stages. If these predictions are not accessible, we simply rethink the hypothesis. The next step is experimentation. In this part of the process, the hypothesis must be tested through scientific experiments. Therefore, we can say that experimentation is a new phase of hypothesis testing, in which it is put to the test. In simple words, experimentation confirms that what is believed is true and real. Data analysis. After the previous step, all the data and information that comes from the experimentation must be analyzed. This allows you to organize ideas and transform the knowledge acquired into solid and correct conclusions. And the final step is conclusions. After interpreting the data of the general of specific points of view on the research topic and its hypothesis, statistic and logical arguments are very good mechanisms to give credibility to the conclusions. There are the steps that an investigation process must follow in order to be objective, precise, and consistent. The second process is the software development. Software design is an important tool that allows engineers to create a system that can complete any specific task, and engineers must know how to carry out this development. Here's a process. The first step is planning. Planning is the previous step before starting any development project and is the most important one. In this, the requirements and functionalities that the software must have are defined through debates and teamwork between the developers, the sales department,